Hey friends, it's Shereé, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a sewing catch-up with you. But first, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning person, thank you so much for your continued support. All right, let's get into it. If you've never watched one of my sewing catch-up videos before, let me clue you in on what these videos are like. So in these videos, I share with you what I've made, what I'm working on, anything that I purchase, whether it be patterns or fabric or sewing tools or little gifts for myself. And I also let you know if there's any upcoming sewing things that I am going to be getting into. So before I get into all those things, I do want to let you know that this video is in collaboration with Read Your Heart Jewelry. I have worked with them in the past before, and I'm excited to share with you the new items that they recently sent me. Now, there will be timestamps in this video, so you are welcome to skip to the portions of the video that you want to see. Maybe you don't want to know what I made. Maybe you don't want to know what patterns I purchased. Maybe you don't want to know what fabric I purchased. Whatever it is that you'd like to learn that happened to me in the last few months or that I've been up to in the last 2 months, you can skip around in the timestamps below. Now, without any further ado, let's talk about Read Your Heart Jewelry. This video is in collaboration with Read Your Heart Jewelry. After years of research and science breakthroughs, Read Your Heart have created the perfect Moissanite to be available for all fine jewelry needs. Moissanite is tougher and will not chip as easily or lose brilliance as fast, thus making it an excellent choice for buyers looking for amazing jewelry at an exceptional value. Some of the benefits of purchasing a Moissanite diamond is that it is mining free, the value is great, and the diamond itself is durable. Moissanite is a gemstone born of the stars. It was first discovered in 1893 by French scientist named Henri Moissan, who later won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry. He discovered microscopic particles of the gem that would eventually bear his name in Arizona in a crater created by a meteorite that fell to Earth. He initially thought that he had discovered diamonds, but later determined that the crystals were composed of silicon carbide. I encourage you to check out this wonderful jewelry store and be sure to use the code Shereé15 to save yourself 15% off site-wide. One of the neat things that happened to me happened on Mother's Day, and that is when I was surprised with my shipment from Read Your Heart. Now, I knew I would be receiving some things from there, however, I didn't realize it was going to fall on my special day, which is Mother's Day. And I do want to mention too that I purchased myself quite a bit of things for Mother's Day, and now last year I did a video that was dedicated to all the things that I bought myself for Mother's Day. If you'd like to see another video like that, let me know. Otherwise, I will link that video below if you didn't see it so that you can see how I spoiled myself. And I'd be happy to film a separate video where I share with you all the things that I bought myself. And yes, I do spoil myself on Mother's Day because I am a hardworking mother, okay? So I save money throughout the year so that I can buy all the things that I want during Mother's Day. So anyway, I was really excited to receive this package on Mother's Day, an additional gift. And I want to share with you everything that came in this bag. The first thing I want to point out is that with every order of Read Your Heart Jewelry, you will receive a gift bag, which looks just like this. It's so absolutely stunning. And also all of the jewelry comes in these really beautiful jewelry boxes. And I will insert a picture so that you can see what these look like up close. They're very nice jewelry boxes. In addition to the jewelry boxes, you will receive a dust cloth to clean off your jewelry. One of the things that I love about Read Your Heart Jewelry is that with every order, you also receive a GRA Moissanite report. And in that report, it breaks down everything you need to know about your Moissanite diamond, okay? It will tell you the cut that you selected. It will tell you the color grade, the clarity grade, the cut grade, all of that information, just so that you know everything you need to know about your Moissanite. So in addition to this, you have your warranty card, and they do protect you if there's ever anything wrong with your Moissanite diamond. Okay, so for this time around, I selected a ring that is different from my wedding ring. Now, my wedding ring is a princess cut ring that my husband purchased for me, and I decided that I wanted to change it up and get a round brilliant cut diamond, and so that's what this is. And I will actually be putting this on my finger and modeling it so that it is more clear and nice, and also inserting pictures so that you can see what this looks like on my finger. I like the opportunity of trying a different cut of ring so that when I go out for special occasions, or if I just want to bling it up and have a ring on each finger, I have something different from my original wedding ring. So let me go ahead and put that on my finger. And so this is what it looks like. So stunning. I really love this ring. So pretty. And so if I want, I can wear both rings just like this, and I love that option. So this particular ring is a 2-carat ring. The color is D. The clarity guide is VVS1, and the cut grade is excellent. The polish is excellent, the symmetry is excellent, and there are no fluorescents. I love this ring, and I think it's going to be a fantastic addition to my jewelry collection. Another thing that they sent me are some really gorgeous earrings, and one thing to note is that each earring comes with its own certificate, and both of my earrings have the same rating, which is really nice. They are both round, brilliant cut. The measurement is 6.5, and they are 1 carat each. The polish is brilliant, the symmetry is brilliant, and the clarity is VVS1, and the cut is excellent, and I would 100% agree with that. This is what the earrings look like. They are absolutely stunning, and I will be putting them on my ears so that you can see, and also inserting a picture so that you can see how big they are on my ears. Let me come in close so that you can see what these gorgeous earrings look like on my ears. So I absolutely love the size of them. They are 1 carat, which is perfect for my meaty earlobes. These are classic earrings that will look so great for years to come. And one of the things that I really love about Read Your Heart jewelry is that it is extremely affordable. Not only is it mining free and sustainable, but it's affordable. I mean, friends, I love to bling, I love diamonds, however, they are very costly. And this is just a fantastic option for us girls out here that like to bling it up, but also don't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars. I highly recommend that you check out Read Your Heart jewelry, and make sure that you use my discount code, which is Shereé15, and that will save you 15% on your purchase. All right, let's get into the rest of this video. We're going to start with the things that I sewed up. And I do want to be honest, I did a lot of selfless sewing in the past couple of months, more than usual, and it's not my favorite thing to do, but it did make me happy to do something special for my loved ones. But I did manage to make a couple of garments for myself that I'm eager to share with you. I've mentioned in a previous video that I am a Cashmerette collaborator, and as a Cashmerette collaborator, I had the opportunity to pattern test something that is fantastic, if I do say so myself, and that is the Canton Moto jacket. And this is mine. I made it out of this really gorgeous faux suede fabric that I purchased from Joann. It has all these wonderful traditional Moto details. I will be talking more details about all of my Cashmerette makes in a future video, but for this video I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek, and I will insert pictures so that you see what it looks like up close. But this is my gorgeous jacket. It has all of the typical hardware that you would see in a regular Moto jacket that you would buy in any store. It has some gorgeous details. I definitely fully lined this guy, and I insert a little label that says made in 2023, and it has a little hanging tag. I absolutely love all the fantastic details that are in this jacket, and one of the things that I love the most about Cashmerette patterns is that they come in cup sizes. For all my busty sisters out there, okay, whether you be slim or thick, whatever your measurements may be, Cashmerette has you covered, okay? If you've always wanted to make the perfect Moto jacket, but didn't know where to start, or the patterns didn't include a pattern size for your breast, and you were nervous about doing a full bust adjustment on princess seams, or whatever the case may be, Cashmerette has you covered. For the majority of the time when I sew Cashmerette patterns, I can just select my cup size and make the garment, and it makes things so seamless. Occasionally I have to grade between sizes because I'm very slim in certain areas and busty in the chest area. However, it's easily done, and they have so many wonderful tutorials for fitting, and it just is such a seamless, smooth process when you are sewing with Cashmerette patterns. So this was the first one that I made, and I love it. It's so great. I have mentioned in the past that I've made some pants, and those were the Ashwood pants, and those are so great. I love those as well, and I made them out of Ponte. They're fantastic. The next thing that I sewed up was the Array dress by Papercut Patterns, and this is what it looks like. I'll insert pictures. I love this dress pattern. It is perfect for a beginner or someone who just wants to make a simple, cute dress really quickly because it is very easy to put together. You have an optional waist tie, which I added on this version, but I'm wondering I might omit it in the next so that I can wear a regular belt with my dress. And this faux suede that I used was purchased from Joann. I'm absolutely loving faux suede. It's just my favorite these days. This particular one is very lightweight, so it's not heavy like I used for the Canton Moto jacket. It's just very lightweight. Now this dress comes with an elasticated wrist, which is optional. You can have it loose and flowy if you don't want elastic. The optional waist tie, and it comes in some different lengths. You can also make this into a shirt. I love this dress. I wore it on Easter and it was just perfect. I paired it with my Kate Spade shoes and it was such a joy to wear. I definitely want to make this out of a rayon challis or something that's light and flowy. I can also see myself making it out of a bubble gauze, but definitely think I will omit the waist tie so that I can wear a regular belt. Other than that, it was a gorgeous little make and I highly recommend this pattern. The next thing that I made was a dress for my mother-in-law, and I mentioned this in a previous video, but just in case you didn't see it, it is Butterick B6769, and it's this dress here. I'll insert pictures of what it looks like on my mannequin. Unfortunately, I don't have pictures of her wearing the dress, but this is something that I made for her birthday, and it was something that I had planned to make a year ago and just had not got around to sewing it up. So it was a very easy dress to make. I definitely plan to make myself one because it was such a breezy, easy, cute little dress to make. And she actually likes it, which makes me very proud. I also made her a pair of joggers, and they are the male joggers from Seamwork. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Seamwork patterns. I have made the male joggers at least 4 times now. Absolutely love that pattern, and I plan to make more for myself, but I made these for her. They were some joggers I had been promising her for a very long time and finally got around to sewing them for her. The next thing that I made was gorgeous pillowcases. These pillowcases were made for my aunt, and she actually gave me these enormous pillows to make pillowcases for, and I had never made decorative pillowcases before ever. And one of the challenging things that that came about is that she actually purchased jacket zippers instead of regular coil zippers, and so I had to get creative about how I installed those zippers, but I was able to complete the job. And that is one of my rules for people if they ask me to sew them something in particular and it's not a gift. I ask that they provide me with all of the supplies. So she purchased her own fabric and her own zippers, and it just so happened that she purchased jacket zippers. But that's okay. I just used what I was given, and they came out absolutely stunning. The zipper is going to be on the bottom of the pillow. No one's ever going to see it. But these decorative pillows were made for her bed, and they were enormous, 32 by 32 inch pillowcases. They were made out of this fantastic Japanese linen fabric from Stone Mountain & Daughter. Absolutely stunning. And I got to be honest with you, I was a little nervous to cut into this fabric because it was so expensive. And I love the pillowcases so much that I'm really fighting the urge to actually purchase some of that fabric so that I could make myself a dress. I love this fabric so much. It is really high quality linen fabric, definitely opaque, could make such a beautiful dress or pants. But in this case, it made some beautiful decorative pillows for her bed that will last for years to come. It was such a great project for me, and what I did is I took a measuring tape and I measured the length and the width and everything, the thickness of the pillows before cutting out huge squares of this fabric and, you know, sewing them up, serging the edges and adding the zipper. Really nice project. I was able to do it after work one afternoon, so it didn't take a lot of time, and I was happy to do that for her. So hopefully you like the picture. She did share with me a picture of the pillows on her bed, and I hope that you like the way they came out. And I think I might actually purchase some of those pillows and make some additional pillowcases just for the floor so that my kids can sit on them in the family room. They have a terrible habit of coming in from outside and trying to lay all over my nice couch, and I'm not having that. So if I can have something that they can flop on the floor if they don't want to change their clothes, because I don't know if you guys know anything about little boys, but they're in and out of the house all day. Never once have they ever come inside and changed their clothes to stay in the house until the rest of the evening. No, they're in and out all the time. So if I could have some really nice large pillows for them to flop around on the ground and stay off my nice couch, I would definitely appreciate that. So I will revisit this project in the future for our home. I also did some mending, and I hate doing mending, you guys. I know that being able to sew means that you can fix all of the things, but I did mending for other people and that was hard. The one that I did that was super easy and a joy to do was for my client's child, one of the little children in my childcare facility. Her little pants kept falling off her hips because she has narrow hips. And I realized that the waistband of the pants was an elastic waistband. So I opened up the back of those pants, and they were really expensive. They were Hudson jeans. I opened up the back of them and I took out 2 inches of the elastic and then closed it up and stitched it back up and replaced all the labels on the jeans. And they are as good as new, and she'll be able to wear them for a few more months, which is really great. You guys know kids grow like weeds, so really she'll probably only get a few more months. And she has the same problem that my youngest son has, in that she's narrow in the hips. And so pants, they need the length in the leg, but the waist never fits. So that was an easy, quick sew that I was happy to do for people. Additionally, I hemmed a couple of pair of jeans for my aunt, and I love my aunt, so I was willing to do that for her, but it's something that I absolutely hate to do for anyone, including myself. So anyway, it was quick project. I just cut off the length. Her pants were too long. She's petite like myself, and I cut off the lengths and rolled up the hem, stitched it up, and it was ready to go. I also, in this time, since the last time I've done a sewing catch-up, helped my son to sew his very first reversible tote bag, and he did all the sewing. I was so impressed and proud of him. He was nervous at first, but eventually got the hang of it. He did all the pressing with the iron and everything, didn't burn himself one bit, didn't get bored and say, "Mom, can you just finish?" He was so excited and proud to make this tote bag, and he finished it, and it was gorgeous. I put a little reel or video on Instagram, which I can insert in this video so that you can see him actually putting together his little tote bag. Another thing that I did is my mom actually gave me some vintage jeans. They are Levi's, they are 560. And to be perfectly honest, I was super excited about these at first because they have a very narrow waist, which actually fit me. And they were oversized, like wide leg, loose type of jeans. And I was excited because that's the type of jeans I like to wear for work and on the weekends and stuff. However, I do want to say that jeans from the 90s are different from jeans in our current year because they have huge, deep crotches. The crotch on these pants was so low in my legs, and it was really baggy on the hips and in the butt area. As you know, I do not have a big butt. She gave me 2 pairs, and one of them was black and the traditional Levi's blue. And for the black pair, I did go ahead and resize them. I took the additional width off of the hips down to the ankle on the outer of the jean, as well as the inner leg of the jean. And I will say that resizing the jean changed the style of the jean. And while it is definitely workable and it'll be appropriate for me to wear for work, no one will know that I altered these jeans. I had to say that it wasn't my favorite outcome. So I actually decided to keep the other version, the blue version, intact the way it is. And so it is oversized, it is baggy, it does have a long crotch, but I can work in these jeans. I can play with my kids in these jeans, and they're vintage jeans, okay? My mom wore these jeans, okay, when she was younger than me. So I'm excited to wear those and to continue to wear both pairs. However, I will not be hemming, I will not be altering anything about those jeans. I will just wear them as is. And I don't have a picture to show you of those jeans, so I will see if I can find a picture online to insert on this video so that you know the style of jean that I'm talking about. The next thing that I made was the square neck top by Friday Pattern Company. If you don't watch my Indie Stitch unboxing videos, I do share my Indie Stitch unboxing videos here on YouTube. Please check those videos out. And in the most recent unboxing, I shared the Friday Pattern Company square neck top. I had done a test garment out of a cotton fabric that I had in my stash, and it came out lovely. I'm still trying to work out my fit for the square neck top. I do believe that instead of going to the CD cup like I had done in previous versions, including the one that I'll be inserting pictures for here, I will actually go down to the AB cup and just make a size large. I think that that will fit my bust better. This particular top is very roomy and wide. I made the woven version of the top. However, there is a knit version of the top as well. So I don't know what the knit version would look like since I hadn't sewn that one up yet. But definitely for the basic woven pattern, it was more roomy than I anticipated. So I absolutely will need to go to a smaller cup size. And for this version, I made a medium with a CD cup. And the next version will be a large AB cup. So I really love the way that came out. I used a gorgeous cotton fabric from Joann, and this particular fabric was a part of the Black History Month fabrics, and it has lots of different ladies with different hair textures all over it, and I just think it's so cute. The next thing that I made was for an Elevate with Ankara episode. Please check out my series with Talisha of Creativity by T here on YouTube and on Instagram. And in the series that we've created called Elevate with Ankara, we are sharing with you how you can take a basic sewing pattern and elevate it by using Ankara fabric. Ankara fabric is African wax print fabric. So for one episode, I shared jumpsuit S8907. And that particular jumpsuit is gorgeous. It's black and yellow. And there were a few little fit errors here and there. And you can get a full pattern review in that episode that will tell you all the things that I did with making that garment. But at the end of the day, I love the way it looks. It's really gorgeous. I definitely want to make this jumpsuit again. And in future versions, I'll make one size smaller and I will shorten the bodice length of the jumpsuit so that it's not so roomy around the belly area, and it'll just be a little bit more of a tailored look. But all in all, I love the way this jumpsuit came out. I used my gorgeous Tabitha Sewer buttons, and I couldn't be more thrilled with how cute it is and how unique and how elevated it is, okay? Now, the next episode of Elevate with Ankara, we went into the basic top. And the reveal for the basic top came out last week. Check that video out. It is a full pattern review of the Madhu top with Seamwork. I love this top. It's super easy, perfect for beginners. I used a gorgeous Ankara fabric that is blue, yellow, and white. And the flowers, I believe, are outlined in like a burgundy color. And again, inserting pictures. This top is perfect for those of us that have random leftover cuts of fabric from previous projects. Because there are lots of seams, you can even color block this top. It was such a joy to put together, and I definitely want to revisit making this top. I'd love to make it in some lightweight fabrics for summer. Really cute crop top that could be lengthened into a longer length top as well as lengthened into a dress. Fantastic, easy pattern, perfect for beginners. I have been working on a top secret project, guys. I can't reveal it. It's not going to even come out until probably the end of the year. But I do want to give you a sneak peek of something regarding the project because I'm absolutely impressed with the quality of the item that I purchased. What I made was a two-piece something or other. Okay, that's all I can tell you. But I was really excited because I love working with faux leathers, and I've purchased other faux leathers in the past for different projects. But this is my favorite piece of faux leather, and I actually purchased 6 yards of it, and I only have 1 yard left. I'll let you come in close so that you can see this gorgeous texture on this faux leather. Let me tell you why I love it so much. Not only is it supple and soft and feels like real leather, but the texture and the way it looks, gosh, I really hope you can see this on camera, but it's absolutely stunning. So this is called lambskin faux leather, and on the inside is this gorgeous suede. So it feels super nice on the skin. This particular fabric was purchased from Fashion Fabric, and I have purchased from them before, and I will be honest with you, in some cases the fabric was just okay, but they definitely blew me away with the quality of this faux leather. It is so supple and soft and nice. It doesn't feel plasticky. As you know, some faux leathers can feel plasticky. It's just gorgeous, and I can't wait until I can share with you my special projects that I worked on. So anyway, a yard is left, so I could absolutely make a mini skirt out of this, and I'm actually leaning towards that idea. So, so nice. If you like faux leather, jump on it. The last garment that I made is the Cashmerette Hampden dress, and I'm wearing it now. I'll do a little boop so you can see what it looks like. I love this dress so much. Now, when I first received the pattern, and this was a part of the Cashmerette Club, so only club members have access to this dress pattern. But when I first received the pattern, I was thinking, oh, that's cute. It's kind of similar to the dress that I made with Seamwork. I can't remember the name of that dress, but I had a really hard time getting the bodice to fit perfectly. I had extra space and room up here, and I do want to go back to what's so fantastic about Cashmerette patterns, and that is that their patterns come in cup sizes, y'all, okay? So this princess seam bodice fits me like a glove, okay? And first try out the box, okay? So this is a size 10. I did the CD cup in this one. Now, I do want to tell you that in future versions, I will probably do a size 10 EF, because I feel like I need a little bit more room for stretching right in this area here. And I feel as though if I went up a cup size, I would have less pulling here, and I think that I would have more mobility in my arm. So my next version will be a size 10 EF, but I use this fantastic Joann cotton fabric. I have washed this fabric twice, zero fading. And one of the cool things about this dress that I absolutely love is that it has a faux button placket down the front, you guys, and an elastic back, okay? So you get this gorgeous fitted dress in the bodice, but it's not actually a real button up, so there's no gaping in the bust area. To my busty friends out there, you know what I'm talking about when you think you're extra cute and you do one of these numbers and then it opens up and everyone can see your bra. None of that happens with this dress, friends. So I'm really pleased about the way this dress came out. Super excited to make another one. And one of the cool things about this dress is that it pairs with one of their other patterns, which is the Holyoke dress. So you can use this bodice with the sleeve to pair with the skirt of the Holyoke dress, or vice versa. You can use the top of the Holyoke dress, which is a thick strap, like tank top style top dress, with the skirt of the Hampden. Now, the thing about the Hampden that I wasn't sure about is the fact that it's knee length, and I usually like a long dress. Also, it has patch pockets on the front, and I prefer side seam pockets. But once I made the dress up, and in this gorgeous fabric, which just screamed retro, in my opinion, I fell in love immediately, and now I must have several, and this is the perfect dress for spring and summer. So this is my version. I've inserted pictures. As you know, I love all the rainbows, so this rainbow print is perfectly up my alley. I had these gorgeous buttons in my stash, so I just love the way this came out, and I will be wearing it to death. It's perfect for work and has great deep pockets, so yay! The last thing that I want to mention that I made is actually buttons. Now, I did share in my last catch-up that I would be trying out buttons, and I will insert up close pictures of my buttons, but I made these gorgeous watermelon buttons. So pretty. I made foil buttons. These are like a copper color foil buttons. And these, I want to say, they're quite big actually. They were supposed to be 5/8 inch buttons, but they seem to be a bit larger than that, which is okay. It's just the mold that I purchased. And then I also have gold foils, and I have these gorgeous little 3/8 buttons, and these have avocados in them. I made some with some strawberries. So cute. I made red glitter buttons, and I also made gold glitter buttons. I want to revisit making buttons. I kind of experimented with some things and would like to try some different things. There's a learning curve with making buttons, and for all the buttons that I made, I still need to go back through and file any rough edges. But honestly, making resin buttons was so therapeutic and so much fun, so I definitely want to revisit this and make all the buttons for all my future projects, okay? So I highly recommend making your own buttons if you like the idea of having custom specialized buttons that go with whatever garment that you make or plan to make. That's one of the things that I found really intriguing about making the buttons, is you can have a custom look depending on the fabric that you chose. So really excited about those, and I definitely want to continue to make more buttons in the future. Let's talk about the things that I actually got on Mother's Day. So I'm going to share with you one thing that I purchased and one thing that was gifted to me by my family. So I had been noticing that in my sneaker collection, I was lacking red. And so I wanted to get a red sneaker. I already have some Chucks, some Converse low top Chucks, and those are very cute, but I also feel like they don't go with a lot of the things that I want to be wearing. And so I had purchased myself these Jordan 1s, and these are the mid SE version. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, and I think they will go with so many of my wonderful handmade garments, including the dress that I have on now, and you will see this styled with these sneakers in the video. But I think these are fantastic, and I'm really excited to style these up with different things in my Me Made wardrobe. So that was one of the things that I got. Now, because I was on the hunt for the perfect red sneakers, and these sneakers were on my wish list, my husband blessed me with these, and these are the Nike Air Vapor Max plush running sneaker. And I was looking at my notes because it's got a very long name, but these are very cool, super comfortable, and I can't wait to start wearing these as well with all of my casual outfits. So really love this so much. I feel like these are going to be perfect for dresses, and these are going to be perfect for all of my other outfits. So really excited that I got these. Again, if you want to see some of the other things that I picked up for Mother's Day, do let me know in the comments below. Let's start talking about the things that I'm working on. And I already started Simplicity S9746. That is this pattern here. And I am working on this version here. I started this because I was going to be attending a special event. However, my plans fell through, so I was not able to attend. But I'll show you the progress that I made so far. So this is just the top portion of the dress, and it's wrinkled because it's been folded up in a bag. And this is a crinkly gauzy type of fabric. I'll come in close so you can see the texture, but it's a really nice green color, and this is how it will fit on the body. And I still need to do the tiered skirt and elastic waist. So this was the item that I started and then pushed to the side because I was feeling really disappointed that I couldn't attend the event. So I plan to finish this dress. The other thing that I have cut and I plan to sew up soon is Simplicity S9742. That is this dress here. I will be making the version here at the bottom that ties around the neck. And I will be using the same fabric that I used for my Madhu top that I made for the Elevate with Ankara sewing series. And so this is what, it's all folded up with a pattern piece. This is what that fabric looks like, really gorgeous floral fabric with blue. So I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be a perfect summer dress. And so the pieces have been cut. I still need to make my buttons because I do plan to make custom buttons for this project. And then I need to sew it up. The next thing that I'm working on is I purchased, and I was going to mention this in this section of, purchasing the things that I purchased, but I'll just go ahead and talk about it. I purchased the Cashmerette Holyoke dress. Now this dress is not a part of the Cashmerette Club. However, I want to be able to pair it with this Hampden bodice. So I'm going to be attaching the skirt portion of the Holyoke to this Hampden bodice, and that will give me the most perfect dress for working and for being fabulous, okay? And so I now know what I need to do to make the perfect fitting bodice. So that's good. This was a great test run. And so now I just need to tape together this pattern so that I can still the skirt portion. And I'm going to be making that dress out of this vintage fabric that came from my grandmother. And I shared this with you over a year ago. This is 4 yards of cotton fabric that she purchased to make aprons. And this fabric is about 30 years old. So I'm super eager to be wearing the fabric that my grandmother purchased years ago. And I'm really excited about it. And I'm definitely happy that I tested out the bodice on some fabric that I had in my stash before I cut into this vintage fabric from my grandmother. And I just think it's going to make the most perfect little dress. I think that because it's a long dress, and because I can layer this dress, this would be a perfect dress for all year round. So I'm really eager to sew this up. And I've already printed the pattern. I just need to tape it together, and this will be something I work on a lunch break or on the weekends or evenings. Now baseball is coming to an end, so I'll be able to start sewing up more things, and I'm very excited about that because Baseball has pretty much ruled our lives in this household. With having baseball like 6 days out of 7, it's been a lot. So I'm really excited to finally have some time back in the evenings to sew. So that's something that I'll be working on. I will be working on my next Elevate with Ankara item. Please stay tuned for the next episode of Elevate with Ankara, where we will be introducing the next garment in the series. I noticed that I don't get a lot of views on my Elevate with Ankara sewing series. I really hope that you decide to check out those videos, because even if you're not interested in using Ankara fabric, I do want to let you know that the way that I select my projects will also be appropriate for if you like to wear printed fabrics, so fabrics that have any type of design on them. So yeah, I will show you how you can elevate a basic pattern by using a printed fabric. So definitely check out that series. You will get to see some additional patterns. You will get to see some finished garments with a full pattern review for the things that I've selected. So I highly encourage you to check out the next episode, where we will be introducing the next garment in the series. The next thing that I'm planning to sew up, I cut this up and then put it to the side, and I'm really mad about it because I actually wanted to wear this the other day, and I was like, oh, that would have been the perfect outfit to wear today. But I had previously cut out the Bridget top, and this is a top by Pattern Scout, and this is what the line drawings looks like. It is a knit square neck top that is very fitted and lined, and I was going to make the long sleeve version. I have cut it out in this black double brush poly. So it's just going to be a black long sleeve, extremely fitted top. And I also cut out the fabric to make pants. I'm making these cargo pants, and these are going to be the Vicky Sews Daryl trousers, and they are cargo pants. And so I'm very excited to sew this up. Everything has been cut and ready to go. I just haven't sewn it. So I definitely need to get this done so that I can wear it. And while you may be thinking, a long sleeve black shirt with cargo pants, isn't that a little warm for spring and summer? I hate to break it to you, where I live, it's still cool enough to wear such things, and I'm still wearing a jacket and sweaters whenever I leave the house. So this is going to be still a perfect outfit for me to wear, at least for another month. So I'm really excited about this project. Let's talk about sewing events. I had the opportunity to attend my very first local sewing event, and I gotta be honest, I was a little nervous because I don't necessarily do well on my own in social situations like that, where I'm meeting people for the first time. I get a bit shy and nervous, and sometimes there's some awkward conversation. So I was a little nervous about this event, but I'm so glad that I went. It was such a great experience for me. My husband and kids were so great because they dropped me off at the event and they picked me up, and I was carrying a ton of stuff. The event was a fabric swap, and it was at a park in Oakland, and it was coordinated by Ella of Handmade Millennial here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. She has a really great Instagram following, and she is one of the pattern designers of Nomi Patterns. So it was really nice to meet her in person. She is as lovely in person as she is online, and I'm so excited that I got a chance to get to meet her in person. And it was really cool. So I unloaded 27 yards of fabric that I was hoarding in my stash for no reason at all. Some of it was just like I spent money on it, so I was just holding on to it and I didn't want to waste. And some of it was that I had inherited the fabric but didn't know how to use it, or had no use for it. And one of the cool things about this particular fabric swap is that at the end of the event, any fabric that was not grabbed by people there was donated. So I was able to donate a ton of fabric, and I'm really excited about that. My goal was to not bring fabric home. However, there were some things that I thought were really nice, and again, it was free, so it's not like I spent money on these things. So I was able to basically pick up a couple of things. So the first thing that I picked up was from a lovely person that I met. And this is 4 yards of cotton fabric, and it's thicker cotton. So I'm gonna assume that it's more of a sateen type of cotton. It's thick. It doesn't look like a quilter's cotton or anything like that. It definitely feels more like a fashion fabric. It's 4 yards of 44-inch fabric, and she actually purchased this at a secondhand place for $8, and I got it for free. And 4 yards is a lot, so I'm thinking crop top and pants would be perfect for this fabric. It's soft, and I think it's going to be a lovely little set that I can wear this summer as well as pull into the fall because of the colors. And I'll get in close so you can see the colors a little better. So that was a really nice find. Also, someone gave up this cotton rib knit, which I'm excited to sew up. This rib knit says that it has a low recovery. It's 44 inches wide and it's 2.2 yards. And it also has the Instagram handle of the person who donated it. I'm really excited to use this. I think I can use this for a awesome top or even maybe a little skirt for around the house. But definitely love a good rib knit, and it's nice and thick. So I like this. One of the cool things that I didn't anticipate is that Ella actually was able to get her hands on a ton of dead stock denim. It was donated to her, and so she shared it with all of us, and I'm really excited to share with you the pieces that I received. The first piece is this charcoal colored denim. It's very narrow in width and it's extremely sturdy, and so it doesn't have any stretch at all. My original idea was that I was going to make some type of bottoms out of this, but because there's absolutely zero give and the fact that it's pretty narrow, now I'm thinking more of along the lines of like bags. So I might make bags out of this, I'm not sure. But this is 2 yards, and I'm eager to give this a try, and hopefully it'll make a really sturdy, nice bag. The last piece of denim that I got is absolutely fantastic. It is very wide in width, which is great, and this is about 2.5 yards. This is definitely going to be some jeans, and I can't wait to sew it up. It's such great quality denim. I don't know that I have any denim in my stash that is this nice. I did at one point have denim that I have since used for jeans, but I'm so excited to have another piece of non-stretch, really great quality dead stock designer denim. So really great. Such a great experience to meet other sewists that live in my area. Also to just chat about sewing with people that are interested in talking about it. And one of the cool things is I found myself walking up to people and saying, "What are you wearing?" And they walked up to me and asked me, "What are you wearing?" And when I said the pattern, or they said the pattern, I was excited because I immediately knew which pattern they were talking about, and we got to talking about the construction of our garments and things of that nature. It was just so much fun to be around people that think like me and are interested in things that I'm interested in, and I may have made a couple of new friends, which is also very exciting. If you've been on the fence about going to local sewing events and meeting new people, I'd like to encourage you to just step out of your box, go shake some hands, get to know some people, and talk about fashion, talk about fabrics. It's so much fun. All right, so that was a really nice thing that I got to experience. The next event that I was supposed to attend but did not attend is the SF Frocktails. I had purchased my ticket in a pre-sale. I was super excited about it. I definitely could not wait to make a fantastic dress and to go and mingle and have cocktails with other ladies in their fabulous handmade dresses. However, something happened to my grandma, and she got hurt, and so I decided not to go to Frocktails. I donated my ticket and I gave it to someone else, and then I went to visit my grandmother, which was exactly what I needed to do. And so while I do feel sad about not getting to go to the event, and then I saw all the pictures of how much fun everyone had, I do feel grateful that I had the opportunity to go back home and spend time with my grandma. So I didn't attend that, but the green dress that I'm working on is what I had planned to wear at the event. And so I'm still going to make the dress. I'm still going to wear it, and it's going to be fabulous. However, I did not get a chance to attend Frocktails this year. I'm really hoping that next year I can attend. There is an event coming up soon, June 3rd. If you are in the Bay Area, I encourage you to follow the group on Instagram that is Bay Area Sewist. And if you follow that group and you become a part of their meetup, I can't remember what the app is called. I think it might be Meetups app. Then you will get information whenever there is an event coming up. And so the next event is a pattern swap and color me coffee raffle, which I'm not sure what the Color Me Coffee is, but I hope to go, and it's this Saturday. So that is what I plan to do this Saturday. And that's if my son's game doesn't happen at the same time, because this particular event is in the afternoon, so I'm not sure when my son's game is. So that'll be another opportunity for me to unload some things that I'm not using in my stash, and I definitely have lots of patterns that I'm not using that I inherited from a sewing school, and I thought that I would be interested in sewing them, or I thought that the pattern sizes would fit me and they don't. So it will be nice to clear out some of those patterns in my stash and give them to people that actually might be able to use them. So hopefully I get to attend that event. So those are the events that I wanted to talk to you about. Now let's move on to talking about fabrics. So I didn't go crazy in buying a ton of fabrics in the last couple months. However, I did get a couple of pieces that are gorgeous, and they are from one of my favorite fabric stores, and that's LA Finch Fabric. I always find the most fabulous designer dead stock fabric there, and I'm obsessed with everything that I actually purchase or have received as a gift from this company. But these items I did purchase, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous drapey, fantastic fabric. Oh my gosh, look at this. It is a type of rayon challis. Really fantastic. The stripes are beautiful. This is going to be just such a nice summer dress. I love it. It screams vacation to me, and I want to go on a vacation. So anyways, I will be making a beautiful dress out of this gorgeous fabric, and it is 3 yards. So pretty. And I also purchased more of this green fabric. So when I was making my dress, I didn't realize how much fabric that dress would take. So I cut out all of my tiers out of what I had and realized I didn't have enough for the bottom tier of that dress. The picture on the front of the pattern is very deceiving. It does not look like that bottom ruffle is as long as it is, but since it's gathered, it's hard to tell. So even though I had 3 yards and used it up, I still didn't have enough for the bottom tier. So I ordered more. I think I ordered another 2 yards of it. And so I used everything that I could to finish up that bottom tier. And then there is some left over, which I think will be perfect for a little crop top or top of some kind. Maybe another Madhu top would be nice out of this, or even a square neck top. But it's just a small piece of cut of fabric left over. So those are the fabrics that I picked up. So I have decided that I'm going to re-up on my Seamwork subscription. I had a Seamwork subscription for a couple of years, and I sewed a ton of Seamwork patterns. There were lots that I never got around to sewing up, and I've been gradually, working my way through those. But they have had some wonderful releases that I have not had access to, and I'm missing being able to just download those things. I love Seamwork because they have such a wide size range in their patterns, and so I definitely think that I'm going to re-subscribe to Seamwork and just pay the yearly fee so that I can have access to all of those patterns. So that's the first pattern thing that I want to talk about. But I also picked up some gorgeous patterns. I picked up the McCall MH358. Such a really great dress. I have seen so many beautiful versions so far, and I definitely can't wait to make one of my own. The one thing that I am concerned about is the amount of fabric that it takes, because I definitely want to try to use fabrics I already own in my stash, but it does appear that the version that I'm obsessed with requires much more fabric than what I would have. So for instance, if you use 45-inch width fabric, it does say 6 3/4 yards of fabric. For that, if you do 60, it's 5 1/4 yards of fabric, which is crazy. Even with my Ankara fabric, it's 6 yard bundle. It's not enough, apparently, according to the package. So even view B, which is the one that does not have the ruffle on the end or the gathered tier on the bottom, it still says 4 7/8 yards and 4 1/4 yards of fabric. So I'm not sure which fabric I will be using for this, but I definitely love this pattern and hope to make it this summer. I also want to make some additional swimsuits. I actually made more swimsuits than I actually shared on my channel last year. So this year I want to do better at sharing the swimsuits that I'm making. I was just in a mad dash to sew up my swimsuits for our Mexico trip last year. So I never got a chance to film those swimsuits. So this year I definitely want to share with you the swimsuits that I'm making. And this is Butterick B4526. I love this one because it has several different swimsuit options, and I personally want to focus on the traditional one piece here. And I actually purchased, it doesn't require it in the instructions, but I purchased some little foam cups so that I could actually sew in a bra, and that way you won't be able to see my nipples. That's the one thing I hate about one piece swimsuits, is that sometimes you can see the nipple. But I did make 2 of those Tilly in the Button swimsuits. I can't remember the name of them, but I inserted a bra shelf cup in those swimsuits, and I love that I did that because it makes me feel more confident and comfortable in that one piece. So if this pattern doesn't have that option built into it, I will copy the instructions from the other pattern in order to give myself a little shelf bra, and then insert the little foam cups so that I can have some nipple coverage. So really excited to sew this up this summer. I got some of the new Vogue patterns. The first one has been around for a while, and I've seen some fantastic versions, and this is Vogue V1617. This is what it looks like. Such a cool, effortless looking jumpsuit. It is kimono style, and it is everything. I think this will be fantastic to wear this summer, so I picked this one up. I also got the V1933, and I'm sure you guessed it that I'm obsessed with this long version here, and I have the most fabulous Frida fabric that I knew I wanted to do an extremely long button-up dress with, and I think this is going to be the one. I love that it has these gorgeous high splits on the sides. It's definitely fashion forward. It's definitely cool and comfortable. And the slick back hair with the big earrings, I'm all over that. So the short version is also very cute, but definitely this long version is screaming my name. The next one I got is the V1939, and I'm obsessed with the crop top version, obviously. So cute. I will probably add some link to that though, just so that it stops at the top of my pants and does not actually show skin. But very cute blouse, fluttery. It has volume in it. It's got the elasticated wrist, and it looks like it's actually more of a 3/4 length sleeve. And I love it. Now this version is not quite what drew me. This to me looks like pajamas, but this one right here is definitely fashion. So I love it, and I can't wait to make that one. Next, I got the V1944. Absolutely loving slip skirts and slip dresses, and I think this will be fantastic. I definitely have some crepe back satin in my stash that this skirt would be cute in, and I was looking at the long version. Now the ties on this pattern are actually a part of the skirt, which I did not realize when I first purchased the pattern. I thought that they were just a part of the top, but it's on both. So if you make this version here, you get ties on both. While I love, love, love this 2-piece here, I don't want that much stomach showing because I have a roll, okay? I have a roll. So if I do make this, I would lengthen it and I would not do the ties, but definitely a cute skirt. I absolutely want to make it, and I think it will be so cute. The last pattern that I got is Vogue 1941, and that is this here. Now, I have heard so many mixed reviews about the look of this pattern. I think it's absolutely everything, and this right here is a showstopper, okay? Absolute showstopper, in my opinion. I love this so much. Now, the shorter version is also very cute, but this one brings the drama. So I definitely want to make this, and I would wear it just the way she has it styled here with a tank, and I think it would just be the perfect summer skirt, especially if I'm trying to show off. So those are all the patterns that I picked up, and I'm really excited to start picking some of these to sew for summer. Well, friends, that's everything that I wanted to share with you in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And also leave me some comments below. Let me know the things that you enjoyed. Let me know if I mentioned a pattern or a fabric that you like or that you've tried in the past and what you thought your experience was like. Also, let me know what you're working on. I'd love to hear from you on the things that you're sewing up in the next coming months. I hope you have a fantastic day and a wonderful week, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. Bye.